Enough of the code switching. Been hitting my soul, been on the ropes. I'm ready to grow, so get to know niggas. Keep
Call me Bucky, niggas lucky that I'm innocent. If I didn't have no mobiles, I'd be menacing. How about
Alright.
rapping conscious but he ignorant? How he from the hood but still gon' go legitimate? How he fuck a bunch of bitches but they still respect the women? He still rolling this and nada. He just got the windows tinted. Homie stab me in the back and neck and never.
Alright, so we're about to get started on another day of streaming. Today is our 10th day of streaming on the channel here today. So, considering it was the 10th day, and so far RL1s have not been going away, I've been hoping for them to go. I made the decision to not do a stream yesterday, because I didn't think the run would end up where I wanted it to go. So I didn't do a run yesterday, and the intention for that was to come in today and actually throw in a off-schedule stream to do practice. And we're gonna do practice a little bit different than how I usually do it, which is one of the reasons why I decided to make it a stream today. So we're going for the hope of getting a little bit more consistency when it comes to doing these bosses at RL1 with the Serpent Hunter. When I do practices on bosses after I lose on the run, there's usually some sign that I should have probably beat the boss. But there's always those off-case scenarios when you don't get regular practice that you just won't be super consistent or 100% consistent when it comes to time for the actual run and you reach this boss. So the hope today is, with this additional practice the day before doing an actual run stream, will hopefully get us to end up with better results when it comes to actual run day. I mean, I could be doing this practice off stream, and I should be doing similar types of practice on off days, but not always possible, and I don't always get in as much practice as I would like to. So to try to make up for that, every here and there I will probably be using stream time to throw in some practice for this run. If you tuned in before, you've probably already seen it. Usually last hour of my stream, if the run did not go well, I'm usually practicing bosses anyway. But that's just me going through one time. As soon as I get it, I just move on. And that's not really key when it comes to being able to do a no-hit run. You gotta be able to do these bosses consecutively and consistently, because any hit will send you straight back to the beginning. So gotta be able to go in there and have a little bit less doubt when I do, knowing that, okay, 5 times out of 5 of the last few tries I've gotten this boss. Or if it's not 5 out of 5, if it's more like 7 out of 10, or like, you know, we made 7 attempts but the last 5 were good, so like gives me a little bit better of an idea of where I stand when it comes to being able to do these bosses consistently, and where I need more practice, and where I just gotta hope for the best. So with no further ado, I'll jump into the stream, going straight for Godskin Noble. It is the first boss on the run, other than if I were to actually throw in Grafted Scion here like my splits say. Honestly, I should probably take off the splits for today, as they're not really going to be relevant. I could move the controller. For now, the controller will be moved, and the splits won't be here on the screen, because the splits aren't relevant today. I should have taken the time to make a maybe a win counter, but should be easy enough to keep track. Otherwise, I could take a quick look and see if that's even possible on this. Multiple profiles. Yeah. Cancel. Alright, yeah. I'll have to mess with that hit counter later. So, yeah, I'm just gonna have to keep track, which is fun enough. Still gotta keep an eye on my mic aux audio. I've got to get a replacement for my from a mixer board. Every here and there I run into a scenario where the mic starts or the mixer starts generating clicking sounds, and that's very shit, wrong button. But yeah, it creates a clicking sound, and it's very loud and very annoying to anyone who's going to be turning into the stream, so that's not really something I want. Got to keep an eye on that. If you're watching the stream and you notice it, please let me know. I'd rather not have that continue, and probably try to solve that as soon as it arises. Otherwise, I can immediately switch to a different audio source for my microphone, but hoping it doesn't come to that while on stream today, because I just find this microphone has better audio quality other than the mixer issues. I should take the time to actually resave these as well, honestly, because I've decided to like have completely different settings for this audio. It's insanely loud every time I come into the game. Probably just turn music off on the settings, honestly. Since this is a practice day, I'm mainly just going to be listening to my own music while just gunning for the fights. I guess I should maybe practice with the actual audio of the boss I'm going to be fighting, but I wanted to have a slightly more relaxed day tonight. And yeah, if you're just tuning in, this is basically practice for the RL1 run, no hit run that I've been attempting lately. Just to get a better sense of where I'm at consistency wise, and to like practice to get better consistency. The goal here today is to do each boss involved on the run 5 times in a row, and if I mess up on that, I just reset the boss. I mean, I'm going to be resetting the boss anyway, but if it takes longer than 5 attempts because I don't get 5 in a row, then that's what it takes. The goal here is just to improve on my consistency. If the run starts taking longer than I want it to, like even longer than it has so far, after today's practice, I may bump it up to 10 times in a row, just so I can get that like 10 out of 10 consistency. But we'll start here for now, and you know, if you have any questions about certain strategies for these boss fights, please just let me know. I can happily answer what the hell's going on here and why I do some of these weird little things before boss fights if you're not already aware. You know what? I can work it out. Well, fuck that up. Not a great start. I noticed like immediately as I was throwing the sleep pot that I totally forgot to mix the mixed physic before I even walked in here. It was actually a good opening, and then I totally fucked up the count. So yeah, I gotta reapply these saves here. When I'm actually giving a full amount of attention to what I'm trying to do, I'm actually better at that fight. But yeah, as soon as I noticed something was wrong, that literally like threw off my entire mindset for that fight. Yep. Oh, yeah, what is it? In case you weren't sure what's going on during this point, whenever I have the black screen right here, it's usually just because I have the Elden Ring window shut down. Usually when I'm in here, I'm just kind of fiddling with save files because I have an entire list of every boss that I regularly run into on these routes that I do, just so that I have the ability to practice them whenever I want to. Especially since you need to have specific scenarios set up for these bosses as well when it comes to doing a no-hit run. Because every single time you run into the boss, more often than not, unless you're just like boning out and coming back, more often than not you're going to be running into these boss rooms for the very first time. So let's see. Okay, that did just save. So I'm actually going to take that new save file and apply it to the one I've been using, just so I don't have to keep tweaking these these settings every single time I come in here. Something I've been meaning to do. I guess I can just take the time while I'm doing this fucking stream. Gotta happen eventually. I forget that I don't actually have this saved in here. I saved before I mixed the physic, and that's because I usually mix the physic during this part of the run. So my backwards mindset there was every time I come in here, it stays that way, so that I regularly know to apply my mixed physic there. And I came in the first time here on practice totally forgetting about that. Because yeah, you'd assume I'd just have everything ready to just walk in the door, but that's not the case. Fucking up again is what I'm doing. Where's my head at today? See, this is why it's a good thing I'm doing practice. Although I never really run into this scenario, what I'm doing here on the actual runs, or at least I haven't so far. Gotta be prepared for the stupid little brain farts you have, or where they do something you don't expect.
We zooming, the package be booming. Yeah, we got it, we got it, got it. She picky and choosing and love with the movement. Yeah, we got it, we got it, got it. They cannot do it, we do it.
It's actually a very simple strat. My brain's not just not as focused as usual. Because usually when I get to this point, it's way more serious. At least I don't have to fuck with the settings every time. The good thing is, while I've been messing this up, because just like my head's not in the game right now, I have at the very least been aiming the first pot correctly. One of the things that fucked up a recent run is I messed up this first throw, and that fucked up like the whole sequence of hits that I'm supposed to do. Like I said, it's usually very simple as long as I'm focused. Wonderful. That's how things should be going. But, brain farted the first two, so let's call those warm-ups. Alright, I'm gonna move things around real quickly here, just so that I can more easily see what's going on with my stream and easily reapply these saves again, so I can go back and forth with ease. Alright, so that was one, and we're gonna go for 4 more, because I'm a psychopath. But like I said earlier, it's mainly just because we're aiming for consistency against these bosses, so that when it comes to the RL1 runs attempts that I will be doing tomorrow and Sunday, that we will likely get to a further distance in the run. So far, my current personal best is when I just arrived at the capital city. Right when I got there, I got hit by one of the trumpeters in the back. Didn't see the attack coming, so didn't even attempt to dodge it. And so since then, I think it was 2 or 3 days of attempts, we failed to return to that mark, which was a sign to me that I just need to be a little bit more adamant about my practice. And one way that I can ensure that I do that is this right here, making it part of the streams as opposed to trying to do it on off days, because sometimes I just get Elden ringed out. I've been playing this game for, at least 5 or 6 months, probably longer. Took a month and a half, maybe a month, to get like my first no hit run, and that was a completely different fight style than this, so like it's a whole different ball game. Although Godskin Noble fight's pretty much the same, but everything else is way different than what I got used to. So it was a whole new learning experience. Didn't take the time to practice it while I was doing the other stream, so it took me a while to get things set up, and now here we are. So a lot of time playing this one game, and the main thing that's been keeping me going is the challenge runs. What are you doing surviving that? Piece of shit. Disgusting. Disgraceful even. Living. Ugh. Alright, that's 2. 3 more. And then we're on to who is it? Margit? Yeah, Margit. That one didn't actually go as planned there. The first throw, one thing that I regularly worry about when I do these no hit runs is when I aim that first pot. I'm trying to still figure out what triggers it. I thought I figured it out, but sometimes he backsteps when you make that first throw, and because he backsteps, he doesn't stay in the vicinity of the sleep pot long enough to actually get put to sleep. So you usually have to dodge his opening attack and get out another pot quickly enough to where he just gets put to sleep almost immediately after that. Otherwise, things get a little bit more sloppy, and you more likely just have to play it out. But this strat is so that you don't have to really play them out, although you do have to be aware of like certain attacks and certain moves like during the opening, and if you are too slow with any of the sequence, he'll get up and he'll usually try to do a follow-up attack, and you could still recover from that, but it becomes a lot harder, especially when a single hit will cause you to have to reset your run. You just don't want to leave a lot to chance. So I thought it was the height at which I was aiming the first throw that was triggering him to backstep. I thought if I threw it a little bit shorter, he would actually stay in place. That might actually be true. Maybe I actually just overshot this time. Yeah, maybe I was aiming closer to here. Usually if I get it like in between those two little markers there, when I do the front step, it's usually like a right on point. So maybe it was just like a little too high. A little too high, maybe. There it goes again. Shit. Okay. So that was 3 times in a row for the Godskin Noble, but 2 times in a row in which he dodged that first pot. And it was pretty much the exact reaction that led to a hit on one of my runs. I think it was 2 streams ago. He followed up with that long ass jab that he did there. And when that happened, I didn't do enough hits after the fact. I went for another 4, and then the unsheathed, and that wasn't enough to break his stance. But it seems like if he does that, and I can get in 4 followed by 5 strikes, that I can at least do the unsheath and still get the stagger. And that's crucial information right there. It means I can actually still save it if it goes terribly wrong. But the hope of this practice is to get the first shot down to where that doesn't happen. But it's also good to just know how to play things out if shit goes wrong. So can't really complain there, I guess. Oh, did I even? I think I just ran over last time. I don't even think I mixed the physic. It's just so stupid to have to remember that every time. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I thought that would be a good idea. I mean, I do, but it's terrible. Stupid past me. If only I was wiser. Thing is, I did this same exact type of practice a little bit yesterday, and oddly, I only had him step back like once out of the 5 consecutive wins. So far it's 2. Jesus Christ, that thing still catches me off guard. Totally have to change the volume output there. Thank you, Brandon. Thanks for the like. It's one way to make me jump on stream. My own fucking settings. Oh, jeez. So that's interesting to find out too, because I definitely did that off counter too. Second series of hits, I usually go for 4, followed by 3, followed by an unsheathed. But there, I just did 4, followed by a 5, and that got the stagger as well. I still believe I prefer the unsheathed just for more damage, but it's good to know that I can just smack them out. I want that stagger still. Easy is right. What was it? Little warm-up failures. The first 2 attempts there, but yeah. Settled it down since then, and that was 4 goes in a row. So we're about to do go for the 5th. Let's move this here. Gotta get my chat doc back up here. I know Godskin Noble is not the most exciting fight, but there is a purpose to it all. We're just trying to get through the real challenge, which is the RL1 No Hit Run, and this will help with that. When am I leaving for Vegas? I am leaving the 17th for Florida, and then I'm going to be in Vegas, I think the 19th to the 25th, which brings to mind, yeah, I will not be streaming those days. I will be out in Vegas, and I will not have access to any of my lovely equipment here. So that week I will not be streaming. I know, major letdown to everybody, but I need a vacation. Need to get the fuck out of here. So Cody and his girlfriend Sam live out in Florida, so I'm hanging out there, and then we're all taking the trip to Vegas together. That is the goal, or that is the plan. Yes, sir. I will be taking trip from Vegas back to Buffalo, though. I don't plan on staying with them after the Vegas trip, so I'll just be hanging out there for like 2 days, and then we'll be making our way. Oh yeah, what is it, Brandon? I think think you actually like did the love on the stream the other day, or one of the other streams, and that made me figure something out. That apparently the alert box that I set up catches likes, but it doesn't catch any other variation of the thing. It's weird. Gonna look into Bills tickets versus the Lions on Thanksgiving Day. Is that in Buffalo? Or are you doing another trip? Detroit. Nice. You trying to drive there, or you flying out? I might be. Do you know how much tickets are? I keep doing less damage when I get to this part right here. I'll look right now for what you see. Yeah, please let me know. Try to find us some good seats. Alright, so that is 5. Things actually went according to plan there, surprisingly, with the last few attempts. So that means we are moving on to Margit. I feel like Margit should go pretty well as well. I did do this practice recently, so honestly, like the first 2 Godskin Nobles threw me off, but my head was definitely not in the game at all. So what is it? At least during runs, I get that like hour, 40 or 50 minutes to an hour to like simmer down, like really get my head into it from chill to game mode. But need to edit these settings as well. Alright, so that means I'm gonna do a quick save here, that way I don't have to keep doing this edit here. Okay, 1 second. I see that you've responded, Brandon. Hold on. It screws up the order of my files a little bit, but honestly, it's better that I do this. I've been complaining about it off stream every time I practice with it, and I just never took the time to switch up the settings. All right, let's see. Same view I had for the Rams game in LA, pretty much. That includes fees too, and it was $270, $350 for end zone seats. Was that in the hundreds, or was it higher up? Sounds in the hundreds. Do they have a nice stadium? It seems like a lot. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, what was it? I said, what are they? 100 tickets, like instead of like the higher up seats. It seems like it based on that price. And then I also asked if it was like a good stadium, considering how much those tickets are. Like, if it's around the same price as your Rams game, I assume it's got to be a pretty nice stadium. Yeah. Every ticket app just tries to run your pockets, dude. It's terrible. Like, what is it? The tickets for my for the concert I'm going to in Vegas were like 500, but with fees it was like 650. So.
In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
Like, cheaper the closer you got to the actual date of the game? Well, I actually didn't expect to dodge that by just walking out of it. I thought he was going to step forward. I got kind of lucky there.
Well, thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins.
November 24th. I don't foresee myself spending a shit ton of money while I'm out in Vegas, but like I'm assuming everything's gonna be expensive as shit too, and I'm definitely gonna be snagging some legal weeds while I'm there. Oh, and you are planning on driving there too? Wake up and go to the game and probably leave afterwards. Is it a early game or a later game? Oh, it'll be an afternoon game. Cool. I didn't wait. Is that a Sunday game? Or is it a different day than usual? I should just look at a calendar when I'm on. Thursday. Okay. I might be able to make that work. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'll have Friday off. So yeah, I should be able to make that work. It's not like I'm going shopping on Black Friday or anything. You know, it should be fine. I gotta see how much money I have when I get back from my trip, but I think I'll have some savings. It should be fine. Plus, I still get paid while I'm on vacation, so that's nice. Every time I load up the game, right before I hit that, like when I'm in that opening screen, it's loud as shit. I come here and like my settings actually get applied though. Like, it's terrible. Don't be a dick, Margit. Do something. Just not that. I wasn't going to plan at all. I'm surprised I still was able to roll after that.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must
Oh.
truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Alright, so that's 2. So far, so good. And that's if things don't go according to plan. He stalled that out a lot, which made it so that I felt compelled to get that second that little poke in between everything. Because I need all of my buffs to still be in play for this fight. If I want it to go down in just 4 hits. That opening rushing R2, the 2 charge R2s before the hammer, and then the charge R2 after the hammer, will get a kill only if I have all buffs still in play. If the golden vow runs out, I need that extra poke. Otherwise, when I go for that final charge R2, I will get killed. Because he's always winding up for an attack whenever that's going down, but he dies before he can get it off, so I end up being able to run out of there with the run still intact. And that only works if I either keep all my buffs, or if he stalls out the fight like he did there, I get a poke in between something, so that I can have a chance here.
Foul top. Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Come on. I'm dead. Oh, I'm surprised I still had enough damage for that. I'm realizing now that I didn't take the music settings off either. I thought I did that.
Smoldering with thy
I have to do that when I load it back up and then make that save again, just so that I can actually have just one set of music playing. On the run, I still would prefer actual boss music, but I don't want to keep switching on and off my background music here, and I'd rather just be having a chill vibe with this music. So that is 3, I believe, for Margit now. But Margit's going well. Basically as well as I expected it to. I'm sitting here waiting for the game to load and like never even started the load process. But Yeah, as soon as I made a change, like first few run attempts on Margit did result in me getting hit. But ever since I made a change from running behind, running to the backside of him when he does this lunging slam with his cane, I instead just take 2 back steps, and when I do that, I seem to have enough space to not get hit by his attack, and it's got enough time for me to get 2 charge R2s out before he's able to follow up with any kind of attack. When I was doing it before, I don't know what changed. It seems to have changed when the recent patch occurred, but I went from being able to do that backside attack and him just responding with like a back step back away, but now he'll just like try to swing his tail at me because I'm behind him, and because I've taken so much time to get to like the proper position behind him, I don't have enough time to reset myself and dodge before he gets the attack out. I did find out that like if I just got only a little bit behind him and just charged my R2 while he was still dropping down, it would work, but I don't know. I kind of like my method a little bit better. Kind of a personal preference thing.
Foul tarnish.
Like that. That's what I used to do. Almost religiously.
Well, thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly.
Yeah, see, he's always prepping that dagger slash whenever I go for it. If he's not prepping that, he either backs up and I don't like. Okay, no, let me rephrase that. He either goes for that or he backs up and avoids my attack. There's like all the times that I've practiced Margit for these runs, I have never seen him do anything different when it comes to rolling forward through that hammer and going for an attack. And you've already seen during the practice bit here, if you've been tuning in, that if he backs it up, you know, I'll just play it out a little bit longer, wait for the same opportunity, go in for another charge R2. You could try to play more opportunities and go for the poke, but spend a little bit less time next to him with this method, and and the times that you do spend near him, you're doing a shit ton of damage, as opposed to smaller bits like you do with the poke there. So that was number 4 for Margit. If we get one more, we'll just be able to move right on to Godric, the boy who's been crushing my runs the past few days. So this guy is really not that hard when it comes to doing just a single no-hit fight on him, but when it comes to throwing him in on the no-hit run, I seem to be choking lately. So we're looking to improve that today. Oh yeah, I do want the music off here, that's right. Shady.
Well, thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must.
Thought I was a little off with the timing there, but thanks to the new light roll, iframes are just great. So that's 5 for 5 on Margit there. So we are now moving on to Gadrik. Oh yeah, I was looking up, that's what I was saying earlier about my listing being a little askew now, now that there are newer dates for the time that I've made these folders. They're further down the list than they originally were. But so well, I just have to look at a different place than I'm used to. Not that big a deal. I know that there's I believe there's an app that helps with the file system if you're trying to set up saves for no-hit runs. But I personally just wanted the save files to be on my computer themselves and not attached to an outside app. Even though this is a later stream than usual, we still will be doing a break. It just won't be at 9. It'll be at 9:30 today. Okay, I did adjust the settings a little bit here. I'm never that lucky when I'm doing fucking Godric. That's just nonsense. His scream works so perfectly with the music.
I am the Lord of all.
Anytime I get Godric in the run, things never go that easily. Never. It would be amazing if they did. Although I did kind of time the jumping on his attack there a little bit badly. I was landing very close to the time he was putting out the attack. That is the main opening that I look for, because it gives me just enough time to do 2 R2s as opposed to just 1. There is another opening that he provides in during the fight where I can get another charge R2 in, but it never, like, it's iffy whether or not you can get that second charge R2 in there, because he usually just goes for a second wind-up attack, and it all depends on whatever that follow-up attack is, whether or not you can get in that follow-up charge R2. So usually I just get in as many pokes as I can until he either does that or until he's low enough health and does the second opening that I look for and go for a charge R2. If he goes for that opening and his health isn't low enough, I usually just get him with a poke, because he'll still have enough health to be in his first phase if I try to do the charge R2 too soon. So I wait patiently. I'm actually not used to that move. It's easy enough to see coming. Finally. I honestly had a hit from just standing too close to that axe swinging arm when he tried to chop his hand off there. That was like one of the stupider hits I've taken on runs to date. Stupidest hit to date, though, hands down, was to the dung beetle in Caelid. Makes no sense. Shit, man. Was that 2 or 3? I think that was 2. I'm gonna act like it was 2. So 3 more to go. So far, this practice is showing that as long as my head's in the game, the practice I've been doing looks to be paying off. Honestly, part of it probably is due to nerves on the run, because it definitely just means so much more on the run than it does while I'm doing any kind of practice here. Here, if I fuck up, I just try the boss again. On the run, if I fuck up, I start all the way over again. And, you know, you realize that when you're in the middle of a fight and you're just like, okay, I can do this. But if I take this hit, you know, can't think like that, though. Oh, that's, yeah,
Even to
lovely. Boofed it on the third one, so we're back at 1. Gotta say, that wind up for that attack is slow as shit, though. But I know that. And so because of that, I should be avoiding it. But sometimes I don't, I guess. Definitely wasn't expecting like 100% consistency on all bosses or anything like that. Some ones I was. Godskin Noble was one of them. Even though that one's kind of like, it's got its iffy moments, I still feel more often than not I can pull that through. Same with Margit. And I know how to dodge all but maybe the one that I managed during the last fight, like the one that I actually pulled through. That one attack where he lunges at me with his axe, I'm not too familiar with it. I don't see it that often. Even with all the practice I've done on him so far, I don't see that one very often. But I see that low grinding axe attack as almost every time I walk in here. It's one of his favorites for his opening attack. That or the jump and swing of his axe, but more often than that, he does this opening attack that he just got me with, and I'm surprised he did. Alright, back to a 1 count. No big deal at all. It's always nice when he gives me that axe drop early. But like I said, after the first attempt, that's not usually a likely scenario. What we saw during the second practice attempt is way more likely. And I mean, I wish I could say more about the third practice attempt, but that was literally just a single opening attack where I got hit on. So I don't really know what he would have done there. Although he did slam my corpse with his axe, so maybe he would have just given me that opening again. I think I've done enough damage. And I did. Nice.
of all.
So that's number 2. That was the one opening that I mentioned earlier in the stream, where I need to ensure that he has enough damage done when he does that in order for me to do a charge R2. Otherwise, I would have rolled in the same way, but I would have went for a poke instead of a charge R2 if he was a little bit less hurt. But because I got enough damage in, kind of made the split-second judgment there that I believed he had enough health and went for it. And it turns out I was right. Could have gone badly if it wasn't. So here we go for another attempt at 3 in a row here. I used to have my my sound settings way higher, but that was when I rolled at my computer's overall volume level not being maxed out. I think I usually rolled with it being half, so everything was like double the values at now. But now I tried to switch everything over to what is it? I have the computer at full volume so that I heard everything at the level it would be at if somebody had, you know, their volume settings up to the maximum. That way, so I could have a better leveled stream or better leveled volume settings for max level, and then if that was still somehow too loud for somebody, they could turn it down. Shit. Yeah, that's definitely not enough health. Okay, now it's enough. Where did I miss that?
I am the Lord of all that is.
Alright, that's 3.
Just like any women giving me the kitten way before the riches, nothing more to mention. I could light a block upon the aura glisten, foreign on my body, that's a Gora linen. I came through tripping Aquafina, I'm sipping 15, kept a weapon on me. Blow make digits, I'm on my business, stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want us red run when I tell a bit peace. Love is love. Love is love. Adios. Love is love.
So out of what is that? Out of 6 attempts, we've had 1 fail. Pretty solid. And we still have to go through 2 more to lock it down. I swear, if the next 2 days attempts are just hits to random shit along the run, but no boss hits, practice will have been a pass, but I'm just gonna be so annoyed. It's always nice when things go according to plan. For some of us. Although maybe you always planned to fist a dragon? I don't know. Can't begin to think I know what's going on in Godric's mind. That is number 4. So with one more, we will be moving on to Radon for practice. I'm always worried I'm early on that. I literally hit the button, bro. On the fucking phone. Oh, that's stupid and annoying, actually. That's the same. That's the kind of shit that gets me on a run. But like, that's literally the same attack that got me on the last practice fuck up, and that was on the 4th go, or I was on the 3rd go. Now it's on the 5th, which sets me back to 1. I'm just gonna walk in here without resetting the whole thing, because the settings are basically the same. If I walk in now and if I walk in like for the first time. Still baffling. one of his easier attacks to dodge, but it's just so slow sometimes that I just fuck it up. He didn't actually even go for that attack that's gotten me on that attempt there, so I didn't even get to try it again. I've got to look for a better sign. I kind of just try to like judge the time, but on almost any other boss, on delayed attacks like that, there's usually a sign that can tell me when that attack is coming. Like for Margit and Morgott, there's usually like a heavier step that comes down when they're about to like throw the spear or some shit like that, or for Godfrey when they're about to do the area of effect slams, they're always coming down with their foot, so you can always, like, whenever their knee goes high, you can be prepared for an AoE to come at you. But I haven't noticed what the sign is on that one. And so that's been causing some fuck ups for sure. That's back to 1. It is always a bummer when you're about to get that that win that'll get you to move on, but with this practice routine that I'm going for here, if that happens, it shows that I need more practice on that boss or that move to begin with. So having another 5 attempts at him probably isn't the worst thing. Chances are it might not even be a thing that pops up, but if it is, I need to be ready for it. Not enough damage yet. Also, oh shit. What is it? That attack that I've actually been doing well at lately is usually the other attack that'll get me when it comes to reaching Godric in runs, and it's usually because I time that dodge just slightly too early, and he comes down on me with his elbow more often than not. So that's 2. But it looks like I'm getting better with that dodge. Because I know to just like give it like a second after he does that, the down slam of his axe before it, before I roll into it. That one's not as much, nearly as much of a delay, so like I don't nearly have to like wait it out as much. So honestly, like that attack isn't even all too concerning for me anymore. Right now it's looking like his axe drag is my biggest concern, because those are the two that got me, and he's thrown that attack at me at least 3 or 4 times and he hasn't got me once on it, so definitely hit that button there to drink that potion. It was like too quick there. What the hell's going on? Felt like I got a eaten input when I took that hit during the last 5
Mighty dragon
fights there, but hard to tell sometimes. That was poorly timed, but it worked out. Oh my god, dude.
unfit even to graft.
I was sprinting, I guess. Still, when I came down on the jump and did the running R2, like, I can't even blame that hit on, you know, bad dodge timing. That was just an altogether different attack input, and that definitely cost me. So that's a weird one to cause a hit. Honestly, I didn't think Godric would be this much of a holdup on this little practice routine here either. Looks like I got enough time to do one, just so I can have one tick under the belt here before I go on to a quick 10-minute break and contemplate my life. He's definitely been catching me off guard with when he's throwing in the his timing for these slam attacks, because I'm super backed up when usually when he goes for it I'm like right next to him, so I've been having to close the distance when he goes for it, just so that I can just take advantage of that opening. And I guess I was just being too quick about it, and when I came down off the jump I was still sprinting, and that resulted in an R2 attack that I wasn't actually looking to get. Gonna go for that. Now I know what that looks like. How? How, dude? How did I time that one wrong? Alright. Terrible note to leave on, but yeah, it's break time. Shifted from doing really well on Godric during the practice runs here to somehow very poorly. Hopefully the break will help me cool down and just help me resettle. I'm probably just getting worked up, and that's causing me to make mistakes. So yeah, hopefully the break will, you know, help out with that. So yeah, I hope you stick around. We'll be back in less than 10 minutes now, and we'll be right back to more practice here, and we'll still be on Godric as he seems to be a hold up right now. Hopefully the rest of the bosses on the run that we practice today won't cause as much of an issue, because that'll mean I get to show more fights on stream, and it'll show some actual consistency on these bosses. Right now Godric ain't there, and hopefully today will at least assist with that. But yeah, BRB. Oh yeah. We're back for a few more rounds of suffering. Why did the dock close out? I erased all my messages. Alright. Godric has not been a quick 5 in, 5 out, and that's fine. Not what I would like it to be at, but that is the whole point of what we're doing today. If it's not at that level of consistency, to improve it to where it is. So, we've already gotten pretty close, and we continue to get pretty close to that level of consistency that I've been shooting for. But we're just shy of it when it comes to this boss. So hopefully, this time around, now that we're back from break, that will not be the case. That is not the music bar. That was not a great start. Well, we meet again. Wish I could say it was nice to see you. Not jumping this time. Good. We're back to 1. Next time I do this, I definitely need to get a hit counter tally made for this. Wasn't sure if I could do just a brand new file on that hit manager without it fucking up the one I have saved for this RL1. But I haven't really played with it all that much, to be perfectly honest. Not as much as I should have. Just got my dog staring at me from my kitchen. Not sure what she's trying to get to. Always up to no good. Can't ever trust that one. Mischievous. I didn't realize I had that spell ground the whole time here too. Hold on. There we go. Now it actually reads how it's supposed to. Nobody tells me these things. Alright, there we go. Everything is now as it should be. Or is it? Seems like my mic has been functioning on proper levels today. That's good. Or my mixer at the very least. Pretty sure it's the mixer, but I haven't actually narrowed it down yet. I just know it's not my cord. I do hate this movie. Not so much that one as I do the one where he throws like airwaves at you. That one's fucking annoying. Always curving at you and shit. What are you doing, man? Stop getting so close to me. Oh, Jeebus. He ain't giving me anything, is he? What the? This will be interesting. Nice.
The Lord.
I'm so not used to getting the stagger there, because I usually try to throw in an extra hit. But, yeah, that's if he gives me none of the openings I look for, and I just have to poke him out. So I believe that's 2. Not the biggest fan of this song, honestly. Although I did add it to my liked list. And hey, if it's more than 2, it just means we got more practice. It's fine. I'm pretty sure it's 2. Yeah, that opening screen's always super bright. I always forget about it, so it always flashes me right in the eyes. It's probably great for my seeing. What the fuck is that? Never seen him sit there with the window on before. That is so strange. Don't have enough damage on him yet. I'm worried it's gonna hurt me. But it's not yet, so. You're kidding me, right? Not this time. Oof. Woof. Alright, now I've got enough damage. Alright, that's number 3. Again. Hold on. Got this needy little dog here. One moment. Come here. It's that time of the stream where she needs some attention. Shut your breath. Alright. 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 Popping off, huh? Alright, and we're back to 4.
Of all that is golden, and one day
One more to
we'll
go?
return together
Question mark.
to our home, bathed in reason.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Gotta stay hydrated. And if you haven't had a glass of water today, I recommend you do. Shit's just not healthy. If only things were always so easy.
I am the Lord of all that
Alright,
is
and that
golden.
marks 5.
And
So,
one day,
considering our consistency went from,
to our home,
what was it,
bathed in
4 to
rays
3 to
of
5, I'd
gold.
say we're getting a little bit better in regards of Godric. Or was it 3 to 4 to 5? Either way, improvements have been made. It's kind of why I wish I did have a tally, and some kind of marking of 5 in a row, because yeah, I've already forgot how many attempts that was just there. Not that it really matters. Although it would have given me a percentage, this is what I was looking for. On to Radon. And same scheme, same plan. We're going for 5 wins in a row against Radon here so that we can move on to the next boss in what would be on the run, which would be to the capital city. I guess technically the tree sentinel outside the city would be the next boss after Radon, but like I've never fucked that up. I don't even know if it's possible for me to fuck it up with the buffs that I use. I guess I could do it really quickly because then there's just like there shouldn't be an issue. So it should just be a 5 for 5. Didn't I just give you all this attention? She's back again for round 2. Right by my chair, you crazy little poo. Hold on. At least we're loading up here. I have a feeling that I probably have to adjust the settings again, but considering how low it was on my list, I feel like I might have already. Alright, yeah, let me just you know I don't like you sitting by my chair, Pooh. Well, you gotta be this way. She's my little baby girl, but she's an asshole brat.
I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex on down that check, no drip this, time to run it up, no sleep, no rest.
Alright. And yeah, what is it? Right behind my computer setup here, I have my couch set up, so like, cause my living room's huge, it's kind of a weird setup. So she's usually like right behind my monitors with her head like poking through underneath. Eventually, I want to get a camera set up, a secondary camera set up, just so so people who just love dolls can watch her while I play video games if they really want to. All right, on to Radon. Get away from me! Are you kidding me? Worst RNG opening I could have asked for. There we go. Badly timed. Poor start. I was a little too early on the dodge there. Although, what is it, when I was doing this practice yesterday, I didn't actually, I did one try on Radon, so I didn't do this consistency practice. It is quite time consuming. We've been here for about an hour, or no, 2 hours, since the stream started, and you know, we're only on Radon, and there's, on the run, there's, if we want to count Tree Sentinel, there's Tree Sentinel, Goldfree, Morgott, Fire Giant, Godskin Duo, another Tree Sentinel if I really want there to be, Malekith, Gideon, Godfrey Horaloo, and Radagon Elden Beast. So I still gotta get through like 10 more bosses, and it's been like 2 hours of practice here. So practice for this run is very time consuming, without a doubt. And what, I think I've only done Godskin, Noble, Margit, and Godric here, so yeah, 2 hours, 3 bosses to get that 5 win consistency, and 10 more to go. So at that pace, we'll be ready to go in about 8 hours. We got another hour here to go. I mean, some of the bosses I do find to be easier than others. Usually I'm way better when it comes to Radon here. Maybe a bit rusty, which is why this helps. Definitely wouldn't have liked to have gotten back here on my next attempt at a no hit run and gotten busted just because I slightly mistimed one of my dodges. Don't want that to happen on a run, so it's better that it happens here. The only explanation I can think of there is I was a little bit further away than I like to be on the opening R2 there. Because usually when I end that sequence, I'm basically underneath him. And I could have just easily fixed that by taking the time to move closer before making another attack. And it would have been fine. Honestly, I'm still not worried about it when it comes run time for him. We'll figure this out very shortly. I have no doubt in my mind about that. I truly wish I could save before or like right after I've done all that bleed damage, so I didn't have to come in here and redo that every single time. But it's not how this works. As soon as you save the game and quit, when you load it back up, you come back with like at least half of your health back. I don't know why. Without that, oh my god. So 3 terrible ones in a row, and apparently it's all because normally I get an extra hit in there. I swear, even when I miss one of those hits, it used to be fine, but it seems like if I miss like that, like one of those hits in that sequence now, he seems to just like swing his leg at me. But when everything goes correctly, he's just dead by that second hit, or like he's trying to bail out usually when I'm trying to make that second hit. This time, just because I missed one of the attacks, he went for like a leg kick, a leg sweep on me instead, and that did me in. This is definitely, honestly, really surprising. For me, I consider myself way better at dealing with Radon than what I'm displaying right now. I was three in a row done badly. Just makes me a little bit glad that I didn't go for a run yesterday, because the consistency I've been having on earlier bosses is kind of a shame. Means I've been putting so much time into practicing the late game bosses that I've been neglecting these earlier boys too much, and it's not a good thing, because I can't get to the late bosses if I can't get past these boys. Be nice when I hit the button for it to actually do the function. Now I'm missing the first opener, somehow ending up way farther away than I should be. This is not right. The rate this is going, practice is like, or the stream today is likely going to end with either Radon here or gold free shortly after it. I definitely don't think I have a 5 in a row consistency with gold free yet, so I was hoping to get to that today. So it's definitely going to be something I need to do tomorrow morning if Radon takes the remainder of my time here. Hopefully I work out the kinks here though with Radon, and then start getting my consistency back in action, because I don't think I should be doing as poorly as I'm doing right now, but that's why I've been taking hits and no hit runs. I think I'm in a better state than I actually am. That's what it seems to be the case. We could still pull this off. I would have liked to have gotten that hit in, because it would have been way more assured at that point. But it's still possible. Yeah, I fucked it up. Yeah, I've got to time that AoE attack and be able to get in another charge R2 if I miss that one, but normally, if everything goes right, which I'm really surprised at that point, it still hasn't, then I usually end up with him being dead before that second phase, and if not dead, one shot to where that thrust would have killed him. So hopefully that little bit there was at least a sign that that we're getting back to our previous manner of Radon and actually being good with him. Weird. So yeah, starting off with like an 0 and 5 consistency on Radon right now, which straight up baffling to me. because I very regularly come here to practice Radon on stream, usually because it's the next boss after Godric, and Godric's been where I've been getting hit lately. So just to like get some practice in on the mid-stage bosses again, I'll usually go like Godric gold free with like the last hour of the stream, and every time I've done that so far, within like the first 2 tries, I'll get Radon, and it's usually the first try. So the fact that I haven't gotten it yet is just really weird. At least to me, anyway. God, what is going on today, man? Gotta be honest, starting to get a little frustrated with my results here. That was an early dodge, but usually I barely have to worry about that. Jesus, screen load. Every time I quit out of the game, it seems to be like a minute or 2 before I can actually load it back up again, which is usually why I sit here and not just go like immediately back into it. We're gonna figure this out though. I don't know why my consistency seems really piss poor right now, but yeah, we're gonna figure it out. One of the bosses I considered I was the best at, out of compared to like the rest of them, and now I'm just doing terribly. Like, I've missed a hit every single time. Mistimed my opening hit. Like, things are going terribly wrong here, and it's not something I enjoy. Finally, one. Don't want that cutscene. Now to bump up the consistency.
Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it. Cause bitch, I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems, I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it.
We're still got it. That was all because of not getting the opening off the bat. Fucking took me way too long to figure out where he was, and then by the time I did, like, there was no getting out of his. Oh, back to 0. Thought that was gonna be a 2 tally, honestly. I thought it was gonna be a 2 until it was literally like he's dead center in my face, but like. To be fair, it's an improvement on the previous attempts where I wasn't making it that far at all. But not the consistency level that I'm looking for just yet. But yeah, if he opens up with a different attack other than that lunge, it usually just means that it's not he's not gonna die by the time I do that final hit. And it just means I have to avoid his comment and get one good jab in there. And usually dodging the comment is probably one of the easier aspects of this fight, but you actually have to like see it before it's already like halfway to you. Oh, I forgot to turn off the music. Such a terrible mixture of sounds. Although it mainly blows out the music I have. Back to 1. All right, we're getting back to being better at it. I was at the stage where I felt like I could pull that off basically every time I walked into the room, but I guess I let it go a little bit too long without practice. Or the practice I have been doing hasn't been like to see if I can do it multiple times in a row. It's usually just been walk in once, get it, walk away. just make that save. Wow. Wow. I'm surprised he actually followed. Like, usually when I dodge that, like him spreading his weapons out, and I go for my attacks, he doesn't actually finish with the slam. I'm so unused to actually seeing that. But I forget that that's an actual usual opening if you don't just immediately slap the shit out of him with your weapon as soon as you dodge. So I guess as long as I get that like opportunity, and if I've missed an attack previously in the fight, I can still recover it as long as I wait it out after dodging that first one for him to do that attack, and then I can get my two R2s in. So yeah, just to avoid this scenario that I keep running into here where the music keeps playing over what I have playing, I'm gonna make this save adjustment here in the main menu screen. That way I just won't have to deal with it anymore. I said I was gonna do it with these as I went through, and I kind of got lazy with it. Just making me have to do it every single time I come in, and that's not what I'm looking for either. So that should do it. Now I shouldn't have to make those adjustments when I come into the Radon fight anymore. And I can just bleed myself and fight him. Shouldn't have waited like that. That's screwed. I don't think I can recover this one. I guess I could. Because yeah, usually after you do that attack, he'll pull out the meteors. As long as you actually dodge the AoE slam, you still have a chance. Gotta admit, I'm getting kind of lucky in these wins here. So that's tally number 3. But part of it is just like playing out worst case scenarios and hoping you know how to react in order to pull it off. If he reacted with any other attack after that slam, like his crazy ass fucking sword attacks, probably would have ended it there. But I think the usual follow-up for that slam is for him to summon the meteorites. So I do believe there's at least like 1 or 2 chances for me to save myself if I miss a hit, but I'd prefer not to miss a hit. Like, we have 3 consistent wins right now, but they haven't been consistently won in the same manner. So, like, while it's good that I have won 3 times in a row here, it would be a lot better if it was 3 times in a row the scripted method. I guess I am still, like, going to my own script, reacting. Oh yeah, I don't have to do that anymore. Reacting in a scripted manner, like if I miss a certain thing, I wait for certain openings or certain attacks and shit like that. Okay, that's 4, and that is the preferred method right there. Definitely cleaned it up a good bit after those multiple failures at the start there. I gotta just say it must have been because I was rusty. I know exactly what to do, but sometimes my reaction times are off when I haven't practiced a boss in a good amount of time. Which is usually why I tell myself on off days, like the days in between my streams, that I'd be doing this kind of practice. But it's a chore. It's a chore that I'm doing as a means of trying to attempt the actual challenge that I'm doing. So when I have off days, sometimes I just don't feel like doing it, and that's definitely been costing my runs lately. It's what I feel is the reason why my current PB is what it is, and why I haven't gotten there more consistently lately. So it's really been the whole purpose of today's stream, is to try to make it so that next attempt I make for an RL1 No Hit Run, I don't think I'll make it to the end, but I'm hoping I, at the very least, start more consistently making it to the Royal Capital, because if I more consistently get there, I have a better chance of getting further than that more consistently, and so on and so forth. Whole goal is just kind of to improve on where I've gotten to until we actually get the run as a total. And this manner of practice is a lot different than what I went through for my first no-hit run. I eventually set up saves for boss attempts, but I originally did that on PlayStation, and so that's a little bit different. You can only set up one cloud save and then like have a total of 10 game saves on the game itself. So you really only get like 11 saves to play with, and at least 2 or 3 of those were other characters that weren't dedicated to the runs. So I had to like make a few, so I had to use those 7 saves that I had to make only like a select few saves before specific bosses that I really felt like needed more work, and I had to just make do with that. This, I literally have a save before every single boss or any significant part that I felt like might need practice later on the run. So I'm hoping the time it takes me to get this run, even though it's an RL1 as opposed to the leveled previous ones, that I actually get this quicker. That is the hope anyway. That's a 5er. Honestly, when he comes down with those swords, it always worries me that there's an actual hitbox there, but from what I've seen, there's not, and it's not actually going to get me killed. Or hit. So, big improvement there on Radon. 5 wins in a row there after coming in rusty as shit and having like 6 fucking losses in a row at the very least. Percentage wise, less than 50%. Terrible, but we're shooting for consistency of 5 here. So that should do for now. If next time I reach Radon on the run, if it ends in a loss, then we're gonna have to bump this up a little bit and maybe try to get even more consistent with it. But this is a new training method that I'm trying just to try to get a little bit more consistently through the earlier stages of the run. So next stage, not really. I really don't feel like it's necessary, but we're gonna do it anyway. Tree Sentinel outside of the Royal Capital here. And this isn't really even like much of a fight. Like, I just gotta not miss. Might as well do the same thing I've been doing for this to this one that I've been doing for everything else. Tired of coming in with volume levels being that high, HDR not being on, little things like that. So if the practice that we've done today lands us to this location, we'll basically have reached my current PB, and that'd be great to me. I want to reach my current PB again, because once I do, I have a feeling that I'm going to set a new one. Because I have it marked at gold free, but technically I was hit along the way there. So I would like it to legitimately be at gold free if I do get hit. Otherwise, I would just love to make it past gold free. Yeah, here we go with this, what I believe is not so necessary practice here on Free Sentinel. Yeah, like it's literally not even a fight, it's just a sequence of me smacking him in the face like 4 or 5 times. That's why I really didn't believe it should be practiced, because I didn't have to dodge anything there. I didn't have to worry about any kind of attacks. I just have to sneak up on the dude and smack him in the proper sequence there. But just to say that I did it, and then I have that consistency, we're going to do it. Because it should only take like 5 minutes. But that won't leave me very much time left in the stream to go for gold free. So we will go for gold free however much time we have left in the stream. As soon as I get this 5 here, it should literally... Like it's 10:45 my time right now. I see this getting done within 5 minutes. I mean, like, the load time's probably going to be, like, the thing that actually drags out me getting 5 consecutive wins on this asshole here. There should be absolutely nothing that can fuck up my run at this stage, at this fight, other than me approaching him normally as opposed to getting this sneak hit in. But it's an open world game and I'm allowed to sneak behind him, so why play his game? Run's already hard enough as it is. That's 2. Here's Johnny. And yeah, tomorrow's stream should be around my typical stream start time, 7 o'clock. I went in at a later day today because I was still eating when it came time to start at my normal time. So I decided to eat and then relax for a little bit, especially since today wasn't going to be a run day anyway. It was going to be a practice day, so I didn't need to be as serious about it, even though the practice is serious. It does, I feel like it will legitimately help when it comes time for for runs tomorrow, especially if I take the time like I want to practice more before the actual run tomorrow night. But yeah, even if I don't get in as much practice as I would like to tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon, hopefully this practice right here will have at least helped try to land me at this area for the run, because that'll get me back to PB, and I wanna reach that consistently from here on out. That's 3. Yeah, it really is load time, eating up the time here. Probably only gonna get 1, maybe 2 attempts at gold free here during the stream time. Honestly, I should just press on from Tree Sentinel here. Like, I don't think there's gonna be any surprises that'll result in me not getting 5 in a row.
Came through dripping Aquafina, I'm sipping 15, kept a weapon on me. Blow make digits, I'm on my business, stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want us red run when I tell a bit piece. Love is love. Love is love.
I've got to take a look at restream tomorrow. I've been slacking on one thing I wanted to do, which was get clips from my streams and put together a blooper reel on my no hit run attempts, because I just thought it'd be funny to have. What is how to do texting? Oh, but yeah, I don't know what that notification was. Watch how I move, cause I know that watch for the blues, cause I know that they dumping. Nothing in my view, so it's hush on discussion. Hush on discussions, you know what you need to. I keep it in the band to let you know that I don't need you. Y'all cats be see-through, head not to peace. Got it in my beat, came through, tripping out the house, 15. Blow make digits, I'm on my business, stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want Alright, one more just to say I did it. And honestly, I think I'm being a little optimistic with saying I can even get 2 gold free attempts in. The gold free Fridays actually pretty time consuming with the openings that I wait for. It might be shorter if I just sat close and actually tried to like poke him on openings, but he's so quick pace up close, and the Serpent Hunter is such a slow weapon that like I've never attempted risking it. Yeah, that basically went as expected. Literally did not see anything else happening other than that. Yeah, it looks like chances are I'll probably only have enough time for one Godfrey attempt here. I can't even say it'll go well. I hope it will. Because that will show that I'm not as rusty as I likely am, but won't know until we try. Where are you at? Gold free. We'll probably have some funky settings on this save too that I've got to switch. Yes, indeed I do. All right. Yeah, definitely gonna have one time for one. I didn't think he would. He doesn't like to play things the way I'd like them to. Already lost a buff, but whatever. Yeah. Not where I'd like to get caught up. Nah, even if he does the opening I want him to, it's going to be too tight of quarters for me to want to play it out. So let's just reapply and go for him over here. Not gonna play ball. God damn it, I hate you sometimes, Goldfrey. Alright, Gotta get some distance again. Still, dude? Seriously? What's the man gotta do? Oh my god, dude. Literally just stalled me out, and so I had no choice but to be next, like dead center next to him here. Alright, I don't want to end on that note. 1 minute left in typical stream time, but I want to end on a high note here, so I'm gonna go for him again. Honestly, I felt like I should have had him there, but like I'm looking for that axe throw opening, and normally all you need to do to get that is get some distance on him and then try to like make a rush past him or like slightly towards him, usually at an angle, at least for me. But then he has moments like that where he literally just like, he just seems to know exactly what I want him to do, and he's just like, ha, yeah, no, fuck you. And so I sit there like an idiot. And that should, like, that was honestly an easy enough dodge that I just got hit to, but like I was expecting an axe throw and not a foot slam, so never roll back when he does those AoE attacks, because it just doesn't work. You either need to roll forward or you need to jump it, and that's the only way through. But I knew it would take like 5-6 minutes just because he loves to stall. And I always have to reapply my buffs because he likes to stall so much. Out of my more recent practices, like, I don't think he ever just immediately gives me that opening. I always have to do like some kind of dodge on the first one in that like little hallway, because he never plays ball with me. He's always an asshole. Shocker. Yeah, I'm surprised he went for that. He literally never does. It's honestly the best opening I have to try to evade whatever he's gonna pull off in that little alleyway too. I knew that that was a stupid thing to do. I just wanted him dead so badly. Still not the note I want to end on, so we're pushing the stream a little late here, but fuck it. Usually, what is it? If I ensure that I have my buffs applied, for every single hit. It only takes 4. But I know for a fact that I didn't ensure that my buffs kept when I made the second hit, and I just kind of rolled with it just because I wanted to get the fight over with personally. But you can't rush these things. Like that's what'll get you a mistake, and that's what'll cause a reset, and that's not what I'm looking for. Oh, if he does that opening, he's definitely not playing ball with what I want. Yep. Not enough space to try to do a back roll. I'd just end up getting hit by that AoE. So usually when he gets that close, I try to proc that attack still just so that I can get by easily and try again. Jesus Christ, man. Keeps doing it when I have like no wiggle room behind me, and makes it so that I just have to proc the hit and move on. Ooh. That was close. Of course he wouldn't play ball immediately. That'd be just too easy. That'd be too convenient and save too much of my time. You don't want to do that. That was sketchy. Like, I didn't think that was gonna go well, considering I had to re-equip. Hate you. This really makes me just want to quote Anakin to Obi-Wan. Christ. There we go. And on that note, we're gonna call it a night. That's not the 5 streak we're looking for on Gold Free, and we're out of time to really be looking for that tonight. I'd have to push it to probably to midnight to really get it, with how long that fight tends to go. It's usually at least like 3 to 5 minutes because of all the stalls on my part and his, because I ain't approaching him until he approaches me, so, you know. But on that note, we're gonna call it a night for stream. As always, I greatly appreciate all of those who have stopped by for the stream, and to those that are still sticking it out. If you haven't already, please do me the greatest favor and the greatest honor of liking the stream or giving the channel a follow. It would do me so much good, and I'd be so happy to see you again on the next stream. So next stream will be tomorrow, likely at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, and we will be going for an actual no hit run there. Because the hope here today was to make it so that I get a little bit further, a little bit more consistent with the earlier part of the run. So I hope to see you there, and thank you again so much for tuning in and sticking it out with me during this this practice run here, and especially during some of the rough parts where I was just upset about where I was at with the practice. Hope you've enjoyed the stream, and I hope to see you again. Have a nice night.